Mo Patton Sports Videocast is brought to you by Snap Laces. Snap Laces' elite lacing system was designed for world-class athletes. They come in hundreds of color combinations so you can perform well and look great at the same time. Buy a set online today by clicking through the top image on mopattonsports.com. LT360 is a health and weight loss company based in Brentwood, led by Coach Scott Oatsvall and Brent High. They have helped more than 700 clients in the last year get healthy, lose weight, and feel better with an all-natural program and simple approach to exercise and nutrition. LT360 offers free health and wellness seminars each week. For more information, visit their website at lt360.com or call them at 615-312-8244. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Nashville's answer to fast, friendly, healthy comfort food. With a menu featuring assorted grilled meats, fresh veggies, and a dash of inspiration, Taziki's casual dining is perfect for lunch, before a movie, or a dinner featuring laughter and great memories. Originality is our nationality. With 7 Middle Tennessee locations, one of them is near you. Check www.tazikiscafe.com to select your nearest location and next favorite dish. Hey, I want to welcome everybody into Mo Patton Sports Videocast. I'm Maurice Patton. We are at Brentwood. Specifically, we are on Nick Wagner Field. In a few minutes, we're going to be catching up with Bill Moore, the baseball coach here at Brentwood. We're also going to catch up with Lady Bruin softball coach Erica Powell. First, though, we want to catch you up on a little track and bring you into our Express Employment Professionals North Nashville track and field update. Earlier this week, the Grade 8 Invitational took place over at Vanderbilt, and man, was that a lot of fun. Had a lot of great athletes over there, a lot of great performances. In fact, we had 6 meet records set over there Tuesday night. Among those, Adam Neely, one of our Spring Dirty 30 honorees, the thrower from Gallatin, threw a 181-1 discus, which broke the record of 174.6 that his brother Brett set. So Adam's now got bragging rights in the Neely household. Brett set that mark a couple of years ago at the Grade 8. So Adam went 181.1, almost 7 feet further than his brother. Things should be interesting around the house here the next little while. Adam also went 55-10 in the shot put to win that, so one of 3 double winners in the meet. Also, George Patrick from Brentwood Academy set a record in the 110 high hurdles with a 13.98. Brody Hasty from here at Brentwood went 413.22 in the 1600. The sophomore setting a Grade 8 record. East Nashville's girls and Pearl-Cone's boys both set records in the 4x1 relays. This is only the second year that they've run relays at the Grade 8. So records are a little easier to set, but no less a achievement for the Lady Eagles. They ran a 49.01, and the Pearl-Cone boys in the 4x1 ran a 42.5. Also, Niam Schumacher from the Kings Academy up in Knoxville. This thing brought together some of the top runners, not just in Middle Tennessee, but obviously from East and West. We had a 300 hurdler to win it from Liberty Tech down at Jackson. But Niam Schumacher from the Kings Academy up in Knoxville ran a 10:47.99 to win the 3200 and set a record there. Like I said, there were 3 double winners in the event. One of those was Diamond Battle from BGA. She ran a 12:26 in the 100 and a 25.28 in the 200 to double there. Jeremy McDowell from Maplewood doubled in the 100 and the 200, ran a 10.94 in the 100 and a 21.77 in the 200. So also, our Mo Patton Sports Athlete of the Week this week comes out of track. Will Peters, the junior over at MBA, speaking of double winners, won both the 1600 and the 3200 at last week's City Championships meet over at McGavock. Ran a 4:25.27 in the 16 and a 9:42.73 in the 32. MBA won the city meet as a team going away, and Will Peters, obviously with 20 points in 2 events, was a big part of that. So he is our Mo Patton Sports Athlete of the Week, and that's going to wrap up the Express Employment Professionals North Nashville Track and Field Update. Be sure and visit www.expresspros.com/in-Nashville for information on industrial job opportunities in North Nashville. When we get back, we're going to catch up with Bill Moore, the baseball coach here at Brentwood, and Erica Powell, the softball coach. Stay tuned. John Mayer Builders proudly sponsors Mo Patton Sports Videocast. With over 1,500 homes built in Middle Tennessee, John Mayer Builders knows the importance of families and communities. They have numerous business awards to their credit, proving that John Mayer Builders is built to win. Like them on Facebook. John Mayer Builders, our reputation is building.
Southern Athletic Fields originated in 1996 when Bill Marbett formed a company specializing in baseball and softball field materials. SAF has since grown and now has sales reps to cover over 12 states with products servicing many outdoor sports. Southern Athletic Fields takes great pride in working with our customers to achieve the best athletic field possible. Visit our website at www.southern-athleticfields.com or like them on Facebook. Dirt, you gotta love it.
Great teams have talent. They also have the necessary tools for success. BSN Sports delivers these tools whether your team needs uniforms, apparel, or athletic equipment to achieve greatness. Just like a winning teammate, BSN Sports is there for you. Their unmatched service ensures that you have best-in-class equipment for championship-level performance, plus uniforms and athletic apparel from the best brands in the industry to look your best when hoisting your trophy. The law practice of Allen D. Hall, PLC is grounded in providing exceptional legal services with the utmost trust and integrity. Legal services Allen provides include employment law, confidential investigations, general business law, risk management, and regulatory policy interpretation and drafting. Ultimately, if you need consulting solutions, Allen D. Hall needs to be your choice. Hey, as promised, we're here with Brentwood baseball coach Bill Moore. The Bruins, 20-10, 20-win season, 10-8 in district play. They will go into District 11 AAA tournament play this weekend down at Summit as the number 3 seed. They'll open against Ravenwood Saturday, 1:30 down at Summit. Be sure and check that out. But Bill, appreciate you taking some time with us. First of all, I know you got a little bit of a busy schedule here today. Even as the rain clears out, you're actually going to get a ball game.
Yeah,
in.
we're excited to play tonight.
So
on the schedule and picked up one late. Our guys are excited.
And doing Mark Purvis over at Mount Juliet a solid, like we said off air. Not only did you pick up a game, but you're going on the road.
Yep, going over there. He doesn't know yet that he's got to repay the favor.
There you go. There you go.
Hopefully he will. So yeah, just another chance to keep some good stuff rolling that we've been doing. So.
Yeah, and you talk about
good for both.
Yeah, you talk about having some good stuff rolling. You guys go over to Mount Juliet, and obviously by the time you guys see this, we'll know how that game came out. But you know, going into that game on a 7-game streak, you got to feel really good about the way you guys are playing right now.
We are. Yeah, we feel like we're playing our best baseball right now, and knock on wood, and we're doing the things that were hampering us earlier in the year, and taking care of the ball, attacking a lot more for our pitchers, retiring the leadoff guy, doing a lot better job of that, and we're getting some clutch hits, which we weren't doing that in the middle stretch of the season. And so all that's kind of coming together, and it's nice, it's fun. I'm happy for our kids because we have just a great group of guys.
And you said the middle of the season, I went back and kind of looked at the schedule. You guys got off to an 8-2 start. You've won 7 straight now, so 15-2 at in a cluster, and then 5-8 in the middle. What happened right there in that middle part of the schedule?
Well, part of it was we faced some good teams, first of all, so that was one. Two is just I felt like we really shot ourselves in the foot and did not do a lot of the things that we try to make a point of emphasis to. We did not take care of the baseball very well, giving up way too many free passes, did not get some timely hits. Sometimes that was almost non-existent at some points of the year. So we just didn't play very clean baseball, I guess you'd say, from the defensive point, from a pitching standpoint. So, and then when you do that, you play good teams, it's hard to be successful.
It's a bad combination.
Yeah, it's not a good combination.
And you talked about playing some good teams in the middle of that stretch, and this district, was it particularly competitive this year, even more so than usual?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the district 10 years now, I guess, and you always got a team or two. But this year's, it's wide open.
Mm-hmm.
The parity and the difference between one and the bottom is just, it's so little. And so when we were going through that stretch of not taking care of the baseball and not doing a lot of little things, we're going to end up getting beat.
There were people that were able to make you pay.
Yeah, everybody's just too good. The parity's too tight. It makes it fun, but it also can be frustrating because all it takes is a mistake here and there, and you're going to come up on the short end of it. So,
That said, you got to feel pretty good about being the number 3 seed this weekend.
yes, it's never the goal to be 3, but yes, we did talk about our guys about, despite the stretch that we went through, despite some of the stuff that we didn't do so well at in the middle there, for us to finish in a parity strong, good District 3, we find some optimism in that. We find some confidence on that could have been a lot worse the way we were going through that stretch.
Right.
So our guys responded really well. We've talked a lot about that throughout that couple weeks. Even since then, how do we respond? And we have responded positively, so it's fun to see.
Who are some of the guys that have kind of helped you keep things afloat through that stretch and now?
I'd say our pitching staff as a whole just are doing a better job of attacking and not giving up free passes and things like that. And then the guys behind them, our defense is shored up so much better now. It's hard to say one guy or two guys. I will say that Drew Johnson behind the plate, we kind of go as he goes, and he has just done an amazing job for us back there, handling our pitching staff really well, communicates to our defense really well, blocks up balls really well. I think that, along with our pitchers, our defense is feeding off that. So
I'm going to ask you about one guy in particular, and you can probably tell me who it is, but Corey Bell, and I was fascinated when I came out here for the opening game of your series against Franklin that he wasn't on the mound. You kind of take a different approach with that, and I guess it's probably because of the part that he plays for you defensively as well. You threw him third game of the district series. Talk a little bit about how you're using him and what you've gotten out of him this year.
Yeah, he helps us so much more than just the mound, and that if we threw him early in the week, then we don't get to utilize him defensively like we'd like to. And so we throw him game 3 so that he can help us defensively 1 and 2, and shores us up really well defensively on the infield. And I feel like it also keeps him fresher throughout the season. So, and that's really, we're trying to be as fresh as we can right now. And if he's throwing and then trying to go play defense after that, it's just more throws and wear and tear on him. So it's just, and then when he's throwing game 3, then Thursday, that's an off day. Right. So it just works out better for him.
Now, how does that change now going into the postseason? Or does it?
Not much, really. I think that he's a guy that he's ready to go whenever. And because we've taken the route that we've taken, that's given us the luxury to throw him when we need to throw him. We can go game 1, we can go game 2, we can wait and go game 3 because that's what we've been doing. So because we've done what we've done, we feel like he feels good, his arm feels live, he's fine with going whenever. So that's kind of why we did, not only to help us during the week, but just to get us ready for this.
Okay. And I would imagine your other guys that you put out there in those earlier 2 games kind of gives them a little confidence knowing that you've got the Ole Miss signee kind of looming back there, and it probably kind of has that same effect on the other dugout.
Yeah, I think so. I think early on there, I don't know if teams knew when we were going to throw him, and so I think they kept looking and then arriving, and he's not there, and then tomorrow we'll see him, and then he's not there again. And then after that,
and you kind of enjoy messing with people like that, I imagine.
No, Well, it wasn't intended for that at all, because we were going to stick with what we were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But after you do that for a week or two, then everybody knows.
All right.
I mean, everybody knows he's going to throw the third game. And our other guys were able to fill into that role because they're quality guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Josh Galloway, Connor Feeney, Caleb Pearson, those guys are quality guys that can get starts for us, and we feel good and in a nice luxury that Corey can go last. We don't have to have him go first. We don't have to have him go second. So,
Talk about Corey from the standpoint that, again, he's an Ole Miss signee. He committed back last summer, I guess last June roughly, and did not throw a whole lot as a junior. In fact, when I had heard that he had committed, I thought he was going as a hitter.
he had some arm issues last year, and so that sidelined him for a good part of the year. And we didn't really get him back till week, maybe before postseason, back fully.
Right.
And so then he threw for us in the postseason last year, and if I remember, did a great job. So you're right, he didn't log a lot last year, and then had a great summer this past summer. And this year's felt good, no issues. And that's why we did what we did, to try to keep no issues.
And he's a threat for you offensively as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, pop at the plate, hits for average, hits for power. He's actually not bad on the bases either. He's a good base runner. He supplies some power numbers for us.
This is your third year here. You'd mentioned you've been in the district about 10 years. That's because you got the program started down at Independence. What's been different coming from the southern end of the county up here?
Not much, really. I mean, kids are kids. I think they really are a group that's hungry, and they want to play hard, and that was no different than my group down there. I think maybe the only difference is that this was an established traditional program, and that down there was from scratch. And there's pros and cons to both. I say I'll never open up another school again, but there's also rewards to it too that were fun. But this was different just because it's been here, it's established, it's been here for years, it has a tradition, and so we weren't like making traditions. Down there, we were forming that, and that was different. So, but as far as our players and kids, I think in our county and just this area proximity, kids are so similar. We're only 20, 25 minutes apart. Kids are about the same.
You get to look out there on the scoreboard and you see the guy's name who started the traditions here. Nick Wagner came over from Brentwood Middle School, got this program started years and years ago. Bill, I appreciate you taking the time.
You bet.
Good luck this weekend.
Come by.
Good luck over at Mount Juliet. Be sure and tell Purvis we said hey.
I will do that.
All right.
Thanks.
When we get back, we're going to catch up with Erica Powell, the first-year softball coach here with the Lady Bruins. We'll be right back. Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Nashville's answer to fast, friendly, healthy comfort food. With a menu featuring assorted grilled meats, fresh veggies, and a dash of inspiration, Taziki's casual dining is perfect for lunch, before a movie, or a dinner featuring laughter and great memories. Originality is our nationality. With 7 Middle Tennessee locations, one of them is near you. Check www.tazikiscafe.com to select your nearest location and next favorite dish. At National Playmakers Academy, developing NPA athletes comes in threes. NPA develops its student athletes' academic, social, and football-specific skills. Next, NPA develops them for better exposure today, recruitment tomorrow, and college education through scholarships for the rest of their lives. We are proud of the outstanding athletes we have developed. We are more proud of the college graduates we have prepared. Work with National Playmakers Academy for developing gifted athletes into productive citizens.
Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers combine the best of bowling, games, food, drink, and fun. For all Middle Tennessee residents, Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers are the ideal destination for family entertainment. The safe, friendly environment is perfect for birthday parties for kids of all ages or business outings for adults who work too hard. Our friendly staff and fun atmosphere will help create those enjoyable memories with your coworkers, friends, and loved ones. Don't forget to sign your kids up for our Kids Bowl Free summer program. Visit us online at strikeandsparebowling.com or come see us in person at any of our nearby Strike and Spare locations in Donaldson, Hendersonville, Hermitage, Murfreesboro, and the Tusculum area for more details. We'll see you soon.
We are now here with Brentwood softball coach Erica Powell, who graciously gave her team the day off today. No, I think the rain got them more than anything, but they did have a big win Tuesday to wrap up the number three seed going into this weekend's District 11 AAA softball tournament. So, Erica, I appreciate you taking a little time, even though you didn't have anything else to do.
Yes, sir, never anything.
Hey, number 3 seed.
Yes.
Coming into this season, if somebody had said, y'all are going to be the number 3 seed.
No, I would say that they picked us to probably be 6 or 7, with 7 graduating seniors from last year and only having underclassmen. But we have done really well. We've beat some teams that we're not supposed to beat, which is always fun. And we had a really good game last night against Independence, which we knew was important. We came into that game knowing that if we win, we were going to finish 3rd, and if we lost, it would drop us all the way down to maybe 4th or 5th. And our goal was to be on the opposite side of the bracket of Dixon, because of course they're a phenomenal team. We wouldn't want to face them until we absolutely had to.
Mm-hmm.
So. But yes, I'm very proud of them.
And you talk about that 5-2 win against Independence, and it was pretty much the usual suspects for you. Frankie Cable with a home run, Annie Bruns with a home run, Hannah Koenig with a 4-hitter.
She did awesome, and she almost hit a home run herself. The first at bat of the game, she hit a ball that the center fielder literally fell over the fence to catch. So Hannah would have started off the game, but the girl caught it. But we started off hitting the ball well, and that is all we have focused on in the past 2 or 3 practices. I mean, we've literally hardly thrown it all. We have been in the cage, we have done tee work, because that has been our struggle. Defensively, we're not experienced, so we might make an error or two, so we have to make up for that by getting hits, scoring runs, and so we have focused seriously on hitting. And so we got some good hits yesterday with 2 outs. All of them came with 2 outs. So Frankie's home run came with 2 outs, Annie's came, and then we had Ansley, our freshman catcher, get a clutch hit to score the 4th run, and then the 5th run both scored with 2 outs. So.
I covered the Nashville Sounds for a long time in a previous life, and one of their former managers, Frank Krembus, said, 2-out hits will get you to heaven.
That's exactly right. That and the bottom of your lineup producing, either one of those things is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mentioned the youth of this team. How have you been able to bring them along so quickly to be so impactful as you're coming down the stretch here?
I think the biggest thing is I have really good kids. They are like sponges. They didn't know a lot about softball. They didn't know a lot about the competitiveness of it. A lot of them have just played, 14 and under. I've got 5 freshmen. And so to get them to understand, we had to play a very tough schedule, and we've lost a lot of games by 1 or 2 runs. But to get them to believe they can compete and to be in that environment where they're excited, it has really started to pay off as we come back to our district games. To be in those games against like Waverly or Wilson Central or Friendship, these teams that have won state titles, for us to be able to compete with them is a big deal, even if we lose. So I think those tough games, even dropping them, have prepared us for hopefully playing well in the district tournament.
And you talk about the number of freshmen you've got on this team, and from what I'm hearing from parents and that kind of thing, sounds like you've got a pretty good crop coming as well.
I've heard that. I've got 4 or 5 good 8th graders coming up, so that's super exciting. Hopefully we can get this program back up to where it was, in 2008 or 7 and 6, the last time they were going to the state tournament consistently. Because I remember coaching against them, being at Friendship, and Brentwood being a powerhouse. And I would love for us to get back up to that. That's my goal. So.
Now you kind of led into that. You were at Friendship where you graduated, had a lot of success over there. You were at Beach, had a lot of success over there. So you come from a successful background. What was your motivation coming in here?
Well, it's definitely a new kind of coaching. I didn't come in with a target on my back like I'm used to.
You're working on that.
Yes, that's my goal in life. And also, I am used to coaching, having 7 or 8 girls on my team who play heavy travel ball, and they know the game well. They're in batting lessons, they're in pitching lessons, they're in all kinds of lessons, and it was awesome to come in with these kids who just sit there with their eyes wide and they just want to learn. They want to learn how to play, and they do everything you ask. It's just a good group of kids. They want to get better, and the inexperience almost has been a blessing because they don't know that we're not supposed to win. They don't know that we weren't supposed to be Wilson Central. They just came in there and hit the ball and we won 6-0. It was a big deal. So that has been a blessing for them to come in, and I sometimes struggle with whether or not to tell them about who we're playing or how good they are. And I'm like, no, let's just play, and then we'll go out there and we'll play. And then afterwards when I tell them, they're like, and then I realize it's a good thing I didn't.
Ignorance is bliss.
It is.
Yeah, it's funny, you mentioned that their inexperience is almost refreshing. I was having this conversation with somebody else, and I don't exactly remember what the environment was, but it seems like there are a lot of high school programs and a lot of high school coaches that do more managing and less coaching. They get, as Bobby Johnson, the former Vanderbilt football coach, used to say, they get ready-made players,
right,
just about, and basically they're just running them out there and they're playing. You're actually doing coaching and instructing because you don't have kids necessarily that are taking those pitching lessons and taking those hitting lessons and that kind of thing.
I mean, that's true. That's definitely true. Where at Beach, I got players handed to me who were Division I players. They were phenomenal. And that was awesome too, to have that kind of success. And even at Friendship and Single A, we had really good players. But here, we've had to go back to the basics on some things, like teaching people how to run bases and, when to lead off and, when to run, when not to run, what to do on 2 outs. And even my pitcher, who is very, very good, we've still had to teach her how to be a smart pitcher and not just rely on her athletic ability. And that's her inexperience. Even though she's really, really good, we have to learn that even if you're a really good pitcher, you still have to be smart and pitch where you're supposed to pitch. And so, yes, we have definitely had to go back and teach things that you would normally learn, I would say, middle school or younger. Things that I learned playing travel ball when I was in 12 and under, we're having to teach some of these kids these things. So, but it's been fun. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it.
Mo Patton Sports Videocast is brought to you by Snap Laces. Snap Laces' elite lacing system was designed for world-class athletes. They come in hundreds of color combinations so you can perform well and look great at the same time. Buy a set online today by clicking through the top image on mopattonsports.com. LT360 is a health and weight loss company based in Brentwood, led by Coach Scott Oatsvall and Brent High. They have helped more than 700 clients in the last year get healthy, lose weight, and feel better with an all-natural program and simple approach to exercise and nutrition. LT360 offers free health and wellness seminars each week. For more information, visit their website at lt360.com or call them at 615-312-8244. John Mayer Builders proudly sponsors Mo Patton Sports Videocast. With over 1,500 homes built in Middle Tennessee, John Mayer Builders knows the importance of families and communities. They have numerous business awards to their credit, proving that John Mayer Builders is built to win. Like them on Facebook. John Mayer Builders, our reputation is building.
Now, you talk about your pitcher, Hannah Koenig. We were talking to Stephen Webb, the coach down at Waverly, on our Strike and Spare Coaches podcast last week.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and he's got a nice little pitcher down there as well.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, but I didn't realize Hannah had committed to La Tech.
Yes, she did, and she committed at the beginning of the fall, like towards the end of the summer, and she verbally committed because she's only in 10th grade. She really liked the atmosphere. She also looked at, Western Kentucky. That was her second choice. She really, and the coach there is a former teammate of mine.
Yeah?
She
At
was
Western.
my catcher at Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
And so she was looking there to go and decided when she went to Louisiana Tech that she liked the environment, she liked the girls on the team, and felt like it was a good place for her to be. So I'm excited for her.
I've been to Ruston. There's a lot of good eating down there. But I'm fascinated by the recruiting of softball, because I've got a friend who lives down outside of Atlanta, and he's got a daughter that plays for Buford. You've probably heard of
Oh,
Buford.
yes.
And she's a freshman down there. She's already committed to North Carolina. It seems like the process is so accelerated in softball, even relative to other sports. Is that?
It is, and you know, you've been around me for a while to know even some of my players at Beach were signed and they were committed freshman year. And some of these schools, especially in the SEC, they're looking at kids. I mean, this class is done, their next year's done. They're looking at the 9th and 10th graders. They're doing this 2 and 3 years, 4 years in advance, even middle school. And to me, you know, I think it's great that these kids are, you know, have a goal to play in college, but I also think that you don't want them so young, maybe, you know, focused on something like that to where they're not enjoying their high school career, because you can't actually sign a paper till 11th grade. So, you know, I think they should explore their options and you know.
And I wonder, I mean, if you're a junior and you're not committed, I mean, is it almost that old maid syndrome? Don't take that any other way, but you know,
No,
I mean, is
no,
that?
you're right. It has gotten to the point where if you are in 11th grade and you haven't verbally committed, they're like, it's too late.
Right.
You know, and it should be in their minds. These high school kids think that by the time they get to 9th or 10th grade, they've gotten these offers and now they're just trying to decide. So if they haven't gotten any by 11th grade, yeah, you're right. I would say that's a great analogy, that it's like, it's panic mode. It's
Right,
too late.
right.
Mhm. Definitely.
Well, hey, Thursday you've got the winner of Franklin Centennial.
Yes, at 6:30 at Ravenwood.
The winner of that one plays Ravenwood, who you've
Yes.
lost to twice.
And given up 7 out of 8 unearned runs. Not that I'm counting.
You're not keeping up with that.
Well, Hannah pitched a 1-hitter against them. If that doesn't put you in a position to win a game, then nothing will. We've got to be able to make the plays. And it's a mental thing for us against Ravenwood, because historically and still now they're a great team. I mean, they've been one of the top teams in this district, and it's almost like, you know, when I was in 9 AAA, being at Beach, when you play Mount Juliet, it's up here. You know they're going to be good, and it's tough to play against them. So I'm trying to get it in my girls' heads that yes, any team is beatable. Maybe not Dixon County. Yeah, maybe you should cut that out.
No, we're going to let Shane see that.
Any team in our district is beatable if you play well and make the plays. So, and I feel like I have one of the best pitchers in our district. You know, that she keeps us in games, and if we play well and hit well, why not, right? We should be able to hang in there, I think, a little bit.
If it makes you feel any better, Dixon County did lose to Henry County on Tuesday.
That's they've only lost to, 3 teams all season, or 4, and Henry County twice.
Right.
That must be pretty good.
39-1. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, hey, appreciate you taking some
Thank
time
you.
with us. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. Be sure and check out our podcast and all of our written content on mopattonsports.com. Like us on Facebook. Thanks again to Erica Powell. Thanks to Bill Moore, the baseball coach. And again, thank y'all for watching. We'll see you soon.